Hey guys, so I'm here today and I am here to do my favorites of 2018, and I'm really excited to do this video for you guys because originally when I had started my channel I wanted to do a favorites video every month, and it did not work out that way, unfortunately. My videos have kind of been all over the place because I've been so busy with school and work and stuff. So like going into the new year, I am hoping to do the videos more consistently and hopefully do some favorites videos at least once every other month. But yeah, so I'm here today to do my favorites of 2018. I don't have favorites for every category. Really what I did was I saw a lot of videos of people just doing a favorite in each category. I just combined literally my top favorite products, like products that I could not put down this year. And some of them are newer, some of them are products that you've seen me use, some are products that you have not seen me use. But these are like my staple products. If I was like to be trapped somewhere and I could only bring these products, like I would be okay doing a full face, or I would be good. So I am going to go ahead and get started. I'm not going to go in any which order, like I'm not going to start with primer or whatever the case may be. I'm just going to kind of go. I will keep them all in categories obviously, but I'm not going to go like by eyes, face, like I'm just going to kind of pull. So the first thing I guess would be my favorite primer, and this is my favorite primer and setting spray, and this was like really surprising for me. I'm going to talk about these products really quick because if I were to talk about them all, you know I like to talk, and if I were to talk about them all, like we'd be here for 40 minutes. So this is the primer and setting spray that really surprised me this year, and this is the Catrice Cosmetics Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray, and now a bunch of YouTubers started talking about this, and so it's literally sold out everywhere, which is good that like products get, you know, famous, or like a YouTuber will talk about them and everybody will go and buy them. But then the hard part is when the brand can't keep up with stocking them, especially a smaller brand like Catrice. It's hard because like every time I find this or I try to find this, it's sold out. So when I do see it, I buy like 8 of them. I have extremely sensitive skin, as you guys know, and this has not bothered my skin at all. I use this. I stinks that it's kind of in such a small bottle. This is $7.99. I believe, off the top of my head, but this is great for setting your makeup because it gives you that nice fresh glow, but it's also super good for like priming your face because it has like a nice tack to it that makes the makeup stick, and it makes everything look less powdery. So I do really like this. The next thing that I'm going to talk about, I guess, would be like concealer, but I use this for like concealer, foundation. I've used this for like everything. You guys already know what I'm talking about, and this is the Too Faced Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This was my OG all throughout the summer. Like me and this thing were best friends. I still to this day, even in the winter, I'm using it. I'm mixing it now with other concealers because I am doing a lot of videos to try for you guys, but this is the second bottle that I've gone through in 7 months, so that should tell you like I use it every day, and there is a decent amount in here. This concealer is awesome. It's super full coverage but lightweight. The color selection for this is great. There's a lot of yellow undertones, but there's also a lot of neutrals and a lot of pinks, so that is great. And it is a pretty big bottle. I don't remember off the top of my head how much this retails for, and this is beautiful. If you're looking for something high-end that is worth the purchase, this is definitely it. It stays on all day. I have oily skin. I can't say enough good things about this product, so this is definitely something I will be carrying on into the 2019s, and I definitely will continue to use this on clients as well, because I love using this on my clients. I use it to prime my eyes. I basically use it for everything. So I guess since we started with concealers and stuff, the next thing I will get into is foundations. The first foundation that I am obsessed with is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I have this in like 4 different shades. I use this not only on myself, but also on my clients all the time. I find this is a beautiful lightweight foundation that does give you like that medium coverage, and it lasts for a very long time. I have oily skin, well, combo skin, and this lasts on me for a very long time. I will even use this as a mixer with thicker foundations or with foundations that I find I need just a little bit more glow if it's too matte. So this foundation is really useful for honestly anything. And again, even though I do have super sensitive skin, the Pro Glow would have like made me think that it would break me out, and it hasn't. And I love this foundation. If you're gonna buy a foundation from the drugstore, this is definitely the way to go. The next foundation I'm going to mention, the cap is like so crazy dirty, so I'm just gonna take the cap off for you. But this foundation, the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, is like my favorite foundation of this year. And it's funny because I didn't like it in the beginning. Like, I did a first impressions, I believe, on this channel, and I remember trying it and just being like, it's kind of thick. It's very yellow. I will say that it is very yellow. Their shade range kind of sucks, even though there's a lot of shades, which is funny. There's a lot of shades, but the like actual shade range kind of stinks. The yellow undertone foundations are so yellow, and sometimes I even find that it's a little bit too yellow, but it does definitely melt into your skin. This foundation lasts all day. It does break me out if I do wear it like every single day straight in a row, and I think that has to do with just how thick and how heavy it is. But this is a foundation that I definitely suggest trying. If you have dry skin, I would not suggest this foundation at all. I think this will really only work with combo to oily. Even on the days that I'm more dry, I find that this sits on my skin. It doesn't look like the best. So this is a foundation better suited for oily skinned girls to like maybe the oiler end of combo, because I really don't think it will look good on dry skin at all. This is best applied, just like kind of a tip, because it took me a while to work with this to figure it out, but it is best applied with a brush, a flat top brush usually, and then I just buff it in that way, and then I tap over the excess with a damp sponge, and that kind of gives me the best look, and I love this. So this is definitely a foundation worth purchasing. The next foundation that is one of my favorites is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, and the only thing about this foundation that I don't love is the shade selection. There's like 5 shades, so it's literally nothing. I have to mix this with my Cover FX pigment drops, because this is like way light for me, and this is the darkest color that they sell at Ulta. So for that reason, I was kind of apprehensive about mentioning it in my favorites, but this foundation does last a long time. It says it lasts up to 24 hours. I have not tried it, but I would say it lasts a solid 14. I will use this mixed in with the NYX foundation, and that will kind of tone down the yellow in the NYX foundation, but like those two together, it's like, it's not moving. I can go to the gym, I could work out, and my foundation is not going anywhere, so that is definitely impressive. And this is also a drugstore foundation. All 3 of these foundations that I've mentioned so far, actually all my favorite foundations, because the last one I'm mentioning is drugstore as well, so that's really exciting. Last foundation I'm going to mention is the Covergirl Matte Made foundation, and I have this in like 3 different colors because I was so obsessed with this summer, and it is so worth it. This is the shade M50 Soft Tan. I love this foundation. It is very similar to the NYX foundation in the matteness, and it sits on your skin beautifully. But again, this foundation, if you are dry skinned, I would steer clear of this. But this foundation is just like the NYX foundation, just it takes a little less work. So this is something I would suggest if you are on like the drier side of combo and oily. But yeah, so this is also a drugstore foundation. So all my favorites this year have been drugstore foundations, and that's awesome. I'm going to mention is setting powders, and I really only have 2 setting powders that like are like the most important. Honestly, really just one, and you guys already know what it is. I don't even have to introduce it. It's the Huda Beauty setting powders. These powders are freaking phenomenal, like worth every penny. I will continue to buy these. I've been trying out all different kinds of setting powders, and literally not one compares to the Huda Beauty powders. They're a little pricey, but nothing like crazy, but I'm gonna be honest with you, they are worth every penny. I have oily skin. As soon as I put this powder on, it does not matter what foundation, it will leave my foundation on all day. Even if I get like greasy, I don't get oily, like I get shiny, but all I have to do is take a little bit of this powder on a sponge and tap it into my face. It doesn't break up the powder, it doesn't break up the foundation, it literally just melts into your skin. This product is probably my favorite product out of everything in 2018. So I would definitely suggest these. People say if you have dry skin that they're not the best, but honestly, like I use it on my clients that have dry skin, and I think it looks fine. So it's really a personal preference. If you do have dry skin, maybe just spray your face a little bit more, but nothing like significantly bad, I think would happen if you had dry skin. And then the other one is this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Kit, and I used this a lot in the summer. This is in the shade Caramel Toffee, and it just has this really bright yellow under eye setting powder. and I used this when I was super tan in the summer. I do use it now still, but I'm not as tan, so I don't gravitate towards it as much. And honestly, I love the bronzer shade in it too, the Caramel Toffee bronzer shade. What we'll do, since we are on the subject, is cover my favorite bronzers and contour products. As you guys know, bronzers and contour products are some of my favorite products to use when I'm doing makeup. That is like some of my favorite things, is like I love to try new bronzers and new contour products. So I have 4. My favorite contour, we'll do my cream contour products first. My favorite cream contour product this year is the Wet n Wild Contour Stick, and this is in the shade Where's Walnut. This is my favorite warm contour stick. Like if I'm just looking for more of like a bronze or like a really intense bronze, I will use this. This isn't cool tone, so I do have a little bit tougher of a time contouring with it because it doesn't give me a shadow, it just gives me a bronzed effect. But this is what I used in the summer, even just going to the beach, just popping it around like the 3 areas of my face and throwing on some highlighter, and I was obsessed. And again, another drugstore product. A lot of these products, to be honest guys, are drugstore. There are some like high-end products in here, but most of it is drugstore. But the favorite contour product that I have also is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in the shade C14. And this concealer I love for my nose contour. It has just the perfect amount of cool and warm in it that it doesn't wash me out or give me like that gross like 5 o'clock shadow, but it also isn't super bronzy. I use this when I want a real true contour, like a shadowed, cut out, defined contour. Bronzer products this year is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powdered Bronzer in the shade Saddle. And I went back and forth about buying this because I remember when I was going to buy it, I was like, I don't need another bronzer. Like, do I really need to spend the money on another bronzer? Like, how many bronzers do you need? And I remember there was 1 left in the store, and I went there to buy something else, and I asked the Sephora employee, I was like, can I just try it? Like, would you put it on my face just so I could see what it looks like? And she was like, yeah, sure. And she was like, I just want to let you know there's literally only 1 left, and we're sold out of them. Like, we don't have any more in the back. It's whatever's out. And I was like, well, just try it on my face first and we'll see if I like it. Cause you know, of course that's like well, we don't have it. I never really know if that's true. Because now the people that work at Sephora aren't my friends. Because all my friends have gone to different stores. So I was like, okay, whatever. So she put it on my face and I was like, oh, I really like this. I need this. Like, I need it now. And I remember telling her, okay, I'll take it. And she was like, oh, somebody's looking at it. So she went over and grabbed it and she was like, well, they didn't take it first, so it's yours. And I remember the girl was like, I really wanted to buy that. And I was like, I'm so glad I bought it, because after that it was sold out, because it was sold out on Anastasia at the time, Macy's, everything. So like, I'm really happy I got it. And I actually got my best friend to try it and she loves it as well. It's just like a beautiful warm shade, but it's not too orangey. Like, it just has this, it's not on my face right now, but it just like, I'll swatch it quickly for you guys. I've used it several times. It just has this really nice, like, cool and warm. Like, you could definitely contour with that as well, and you could use that if you're fair too. So this product, it was a little tiny bit pricier, but again, like, totally worth it. My favorite bronzer is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Earlier this year they had come out with like darker shades. I love the original butter bronzer, but like, I don't really find that it actually bronzes me very much anymore. So I have this in the shade Deep Bronze, and again, I love the formula of this. I love the smell of this. I love to contour my nose with this. It's very creamy. It's not dry. I will swatch it for you guys. This one is like more of a warm bronzer, but like, it's just so pretty, very light, and it has like kind of a luminous glow to it, which I love in a bronzer. Next we'll go into blushes. I only have 2, and they are the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush and Apricot in the middle. And this is a beautiful like glowy pink blush. It just adds like a really nice like flush to your cheeks where it's not too pink. It's just like a very pretty rosy kind of glow, healthy glow, if you will. And this one I reached for a lot in the beginning of the year, and then found this blush, and this is like my favorite blush. And this is the L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted blush in the shade Just Curious. And this shade is just like a very pretty, like you could see I hit pan right there. It's just a very pretty like peach shade, but it has some glitter in it, like a nice sheen. And it's very similar to this, but this one just has a little bit more peach to it, and I love it. I think it gives me like a beautiful glow, even if I'm tan. If I'm not tan, it's just like something that I can use no matter what. We'll jump into highlighters because I only have like 2 that are my favorite. And this one is a highlighting palette. This is the Huda Beauty 3-dimensional highlighter palette, cream and powders. And this product had a lot of my favorites in it. Number 1, this is my favorite bronze shimmer shade. At first when I saw this, I was like, it says to put it under your like cheekbone, like right here, and I was like, that will make your cheekbones look so ridiculous, but honestly, like, it just gives you this beautiful blended out, look at that, just like a beautiful bronze glow. And I love to use this when I'm like fair skin, but even when I'm tan, it looks a little bit better, and it's not, I could put more on. But also the thing here, this cream highlighter is amazing. This is the deepest shade that they have. I bought this when I was super tan, so I would like to buy the lighter contour kit or the lighter highlighter kit just to kind of see what I would do. But I really loved the tone in this blush too. Watch it on my hand for you. It's just a very pretty glowy blush. Like everything in this palette, if you were like going away for a night out or something, this would be just the one palette that you would need to bring, because right here you have like your bronzer, your blush, everything, and it's totally such a good palette, and it's totally worth it. This has gotten some great use. I bought this when I was in Boston at the Drake concert. I was feeling like, oh, I'm gonna go splurge and I want to wear something nice to Drake, so I went and bought this, and it was totally worth it because at the time my Sephora didn't carry Huda Beauty, so I was like, I need to just like feel it. I need to know if I need it. And then I swatched it, and of course I needed it. I didn't need to feel it. I'm ridiculous. But you know what I mean. Like, I just really, really wanted to see it in person. And when I saw it in person, I was like, I'm buying this. And honestly, it was probably one of the best purchases I've made this year. And then my second favorite highlighter, I'm like kind of sad to even mention this because it's not on their website anymore. So, I mean, I will probably be able to find a similar color, but I do love the formula. And this is the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek, and this is in the shade Electric Slide. I don't remember when I got this. I think I got this honestly like 2 years ago, and I really dipped into it a lot this year. It is the highlight I'm wearing right now, and only the highlight that I'm wearing. Like, nothing else is with this. It's very blinding. It's beautiful. I finally figured out the best way to apply it, and for me that is with like a synthetic haired brush, like a goat hair brush or something like that is really the way to go. A very scratchy brush is probably the best thing, because it doesn't pick up a lot of the product, but it does smooth it on very nicely. This is a beautiful, beautiful highlight, and I will be very sad to see this go, so I'm hoping I could find it somewhere else. And then actually I lied. So I have one more favorite highlighter, and this is the Wet n Wild Hello Halo, and this is a liquid highlighter. I do use this on my face, but I like to use this a lot on my body, and especially in the summer, like when Fenty Beauty came out with their luminizer, the body luminizer, I went and bought this, and I was like, I could definitely probably make a dupe for it without spending the $50 because I was hearing that it was oily and sticky and yada yada yada, and this is the bomb. So I definitely suggest this. Again, drugstore, I think it's like $3.99 or $4.99, so it's totally worth it. This is in the shade Gilded Glow, and this is like a rosy gold color. It's really pretty for fair skin as well. Well, like medium, light medium to medium skin. So I definitely recommend this. Guys, we're getting down to the end. I feel like I've literally talked like for 45 minutes. I'm exhausted. My throat hurts. I was talking fast, and when I edit this, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, there's so much. But the next thing I want to talk about, I think, is I want to talk about eyeshadow. So I only have one favorite for eyeshadow. I tried a million zillion eyeshadow palettes this year, but the one that I have gone back to time and time again for if I just want a quick look is this. And this is the Too Faced Just Peachy Matte. I have used this palette like hardcore. I haven't hit pan on anything yet, but like I probably used at least this palette once or twice a week, every week. So it's very important to me. I think this gives you any look that you want on the go. Obviously it is all matte, so that is the only downside. If you wanted a shimmer, you'd have to throw on a highlighter or something, but this palette is definitely worth it. It has every single warm shade that you need to create a day look, a night look, a morning look, like whatever you wanted, and the mirror in this is awesome. Next thing we should talk about is lashes and mascara. So I've really taken to wearing eyelashes. I wear eyelashes probably like 5 or 6 days out of a week right now, and I do take care of my lashes really well. I definitely like will always put Vaseline on them and stuff like that and condition them and make sure that they stay healthy so that I can still wear false lashes and have lashes underneath. I just particularly like the look of false lashes on my eyes because I do have smaller eyes. But I have two favorite eyelashes that I have like been drawn to the most this year. Although these ones that I have on right now, this is my first day wearing them, and this is definitely one of my favorite styles that I've worn throughout the year. I really like how they're spacey, spiky, like very pretty, and I feel like they open my eyes a lot and they still give me like a little dramatic of an eye. So I will go ahead and say that this might be one of my favorites too this year. Obviously, like I said, it's my first time trying it, but I really like, when I know I like something, like I know. And I'm actually gonna go order a few more pairs. It came in that lash book, but these are the Sephora lashes in Fringe, and they're like $10, so it's a little bit more expensive for one pair of eyelashes as far as I'm concerned, but they are on clearance right now, so I'm gonna go order a bunch of them. But so yeah, those are these. The other ones are, I even don't want to mention these because every YouTuber has mentioned them. So like literally I go to Walmart 4 times a week to try to find them, and they're never in stock anymore. But these are the Salon Perfect 614 lashes, and I love these. They're very wispy, they're very spacey, but they're also very long. They give you like a very beautiful look, and I find, especially for my smaller eyes, they don't close my eyes in. A pack of 5 is gonna run you like, I think it's $8.99, so it's definitely worth it. I can get like 4 or 5 wears out of one pair of these lashes, so that's why this one has lasted me this long. It is the last one that I have, and I've been searching for them. So if you guys see them in any of your Walmarts, please let me know, because I need them so bad. And you can't buy them online either. You can only buy them in the single ones online, and I honestly might get that desperate that I might get to the point where I do that. But for, you know, financial reasons, I'd like to buy them in the bigger package. And then the last pair of lashes is no surprise. These are the Jasmine Brown Curly Queens. I remember looking at these and thinking like, am I gonna like these? They look super spiky, super dramatic, but on the eye, they are dramatic, but they are not like over the top, if that makes sense. Like I wear these on an everyday basis, like to work or whatever, and they look great. I always get compliments. So those are all my eyelashes. Again, all drugstore eyelashes. Even the Sephora ones, they're only $10, so it's not like a crazy price like velour lashes or something like that. But lashes have been like a big deal to me this year for sure. So we are getting down to the end. I have 2 more categories and 3 more things. So my favorite eyebrow product this year has to be the Colourpop Brow Boss pencil, and this is in the shade Taupe. I will mention, I do really like the Benefit Goof Proof brow pencil, which I have in my drawer as well. But I do find that even their lighter shade number 2 is kind of hard for me to match with my hair. Like when my hair is white, like right now it needs to be done, so I have this like a little bit more of a yellow tone, but when it is like that really white when I first get it done, number 2 I do find isn't super taupe or like kind of cool toned. It's more like warm toned, and I don't love it. I think it gives me a little harsher of a brow, but depending on the makeup look that I'm doing, I do sometimes gravitate towards that pencil. But for an everyday, I really like this pencil. It's just like a very thin tip. It does break very easily, I will say that, but it's just like a very neutral taupe color. It's very cool toned, not super warm, and it's $5. So I literally buy like 5 of these off of Ulta's website every month because I go through them like crazy. I go through probably like 1 a month, to be honest, but it is a really nice pencil. It just breaks very easily, so you do have to be kind of careful about that when you are using it. But I do like this pencil a lot, and it comes with the spoolie, so this is my favorite brow product of 2018 for sure. The last thing I'm going to talk about is lips. I don't really use a lot of liquid lipsticks or anything like that. Like I tend to stay away from them, but my favorite lip gloss this year has been the Essence Wet Look lip gloss, and I lost this like a week ago. I was shopping and it fell out of my purse under the dressing room, and I didn't know until I like went home and I went to go take it out, and I was like, my lip gloss is gone. Like I freaked out. I also lost a Kylie Cosmetics lip gloss when I went to the club like a couple weeks ago, so I'm kind of disappointed in myself because it was a lot of money, so I have to be more careful, I think. But this lip gloss is only $2.99 and it is beautiful. I just went and bought 3 more. This is in the shade So Into It. It looks dark, but it's actually not. It's a really pretty nude color, and on the lips, like when you like smush it on your lips like that, it just blends into this beautiful like perfect nude. Like it's just a perfect nude. It keeps your lips super hydrated. It's a very hydrating gloss, and it's not sticky. I was thinking for like a drugstore gloss, like drugstore glosses are usually sticky. This is not sticky at all. It's actually super moisturizing. So for $2.99, like you should definitely try this. And there's also other colors that I want to try, but every time I go they're sold out, so I just pick out that shade. But the last one is something that I just tried in my last video for you guys, but I've worn this like 4 times since I've tried it, and this is the Kaja Cushy Vibes is Liquid Velvet Lip Stain. I think that's what it's called. And this is in the shade 02 Velvet. And this, I tried it for you guys. I showed you. It's just beautiful. And I have not been let down by it yet. I wore this on Christmas Day and I ate, drank, I had so many cookies, to be honest. We're not going to talk about it, but I ate like cookies, I drank, I did so much, and I didn't touch this up until like 9 hours into the night. Well, the day into the night, 9 hours in, and it still was phenomenal. It was still on, but I just felt like I needed a little bit more coverage. So this is definitely a product worth buying. This is definitely taken like the fear out of wearing a liquid lipstick, because for me, like, I was so afraid of wearing liquid lipsticks because they get cracked and dry and I don't want to worry about it all day. Like I said in my last video, this product, like, you don't have to worry about it. It does not move, but your lips don't feel dry. They just feel like matte. They don't feel hydrated, obviously, throughout the day, but they don't feel like, oh my god, I need water kind of thing. Like, they're just really like comfortable, to be honest. So we are at the end of my favorites. I obviously have a lot more favorites, but these were the ones that I felt were the most worth mentioning. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this YouTube journey with me. It's been almost a year. It'll be a year in April that I started my channel again. And I'm really excited that I have gained like some followers and some subscribers, and I'm also very happy that like I'm able to interact with you guys. I interact with a lot of you guys on Instagram, and it means a lot to me that you even take the time to watch my videos or to interact with me, ask my opinion on things. Like, it really does mean so much to me. Makeup is so important to me, and it is something that has made me like kind of find myself and feel more comfortable with who I am. It is my passion. I love making you guys feel good when I do your makeup, and I love that you guys trust me and trust my opinions. So I look forward to 2019 with you. I have a lot of exciting things coming for this channel. I have a couple friends that I will be filming with and doing like kind of videos with. I'm gonna have more guest spot highlights, and I'm also gonna be filming different kinds of videos like challenges, vlog videos, and I will have help with that with some of my friends. I have a friend that is starting her YouTube journey pretty soon, and I will link her channel below. Once we get everything kind of sorted out, I will be helping her, and like, I'm really excited that she's so excited, and I'm excited that she's trusted me to help her. And she also does my nails, so shout out to her. They're beautiful. She's like a god. But I'm really excited for that. So I'm just excited to be working with, you know, women, men, like all these people in the beauty industry, and it's something that I've always wanted to do. So it is exciting that I'm getting these opportunities to do things like that. So I'm really excited for what 2019 has in store. And I hope you guys continue to follow me along for the journey. So thank you guys for watching my favorites. I will try to link everything below. If I don't get the time to link it all below, obviously I will still write what I used or what I mentioned. I might not just be able to link it all. But I hope you guys enjoy your New Year's, and I will see you guys in 2019.